All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Indianapolis Colts and the Houston Texans. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. His first carry. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Second and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on second and 10. From the gun, Drake. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So now an early third and 10 here on their opening drive. Operating from the gun, Drake. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now fourth down.
And third down is a key down in any game you play. And third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
And this will be down just on the other side of midfield. Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up first and 10.
Check 31, check 31.
Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. He's still fighting forward. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have two remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Watson on first down. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. Second and 3. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Full set. 19. Check, 47. Right. Check 3.
Now on first down, Drake again. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. The Texans with the first opportunity. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Taking it in from 4 yards out. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on third down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
They've had touchdowns on both of their drives thus far, but now they face a 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Drake, and that will be incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on third down conversions to start this thing. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10.
At their own 27-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Drake. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's
faking the give. Now Watson rolling to his right. And avoids the contact by sliding. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Here's Watson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
at the 40-yard line.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Back to throw, Watson. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Texans, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. On the toss play, this is Drake. Spinning past him. Gets through, and now an opening. 20! And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Kenyon Drake with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Texans push further out in front. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized it.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
Here we go. 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. 2nd and 11. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. Off the play fake. Drake looking for Campbell downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. From the 50, it's Watson. He'll buy some time right. And he slides to avoid the hit. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Drake. He'll get only a couple down to the 44. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. To throw is Watson. Buying time to his left. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll try the air now with Watson. Flushed out right. It's complete to Fuller. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Another timeout.
A handoff out of the pistol. It's Drake. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Focus set. 19. Are you getting the header? Are you getting the header? Kill.
On first and goal, Drake. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Kenyon Drake on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Texans push further out in front. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now 21-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This fielded at the 2. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have...
There he goes, right side. Past the 20. Touchdown, Indianapolis. AEverett, 71 yards. As they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point up and through. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Now a first down throw, Watson. Caught left side, Hopkins. The Clemson connection. Watson to Hopkins for a big one. 49 yards.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on first and 10. Running, it's Drake. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Kenyon Drake on his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Texans push further out in front. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This will be taken in at the 1. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys and continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. He'll rifle this one deep right into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
After the interception, here's Watson, escaping the pressure right. He's letting this one go for Fuller, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line.
A gain of 1 brings up third down and 9.
Throwing on third down, Watson. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Well, he was just trying to contain DeAndre Hopkins, and he got a little too close.
And because of his ability to line up in different spots on the field and come at you from different angles, different guys have to cover him, and all of them have the same issue. How do you do it without interfering? In this case, it didn't get done.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. The linebacker, Ryan Shazier, there to make the tackle. From the 31, Watson. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down.
6 yards to go.
So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
Watson. He lets this one fly. Got a man open. It's Fuller for the Texans touchdown. Will Fuller, 31 yards. And the Texans push further out in front.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And a rout is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go. 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now this time he'll look to throw. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. The lightning rod, J.J. Watt with a sack. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
You got it, son. Check safety, check safety. Anyway.
The final shot before break. Drake. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. And we'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And last time out, another touchdown, and I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport. The roads will be fairly clear by the time we have to leave the booth.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 27-yard line.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Now Watson. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Hopkins. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 11 yards there, 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On 1st down, Drake. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Set. 19. Hey, we heavy on the edges, heavy on out.
They'll run with Drake. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. On 2nd and 11 now. Watson throwing the out route incomplete. It's Hopkins. And now he's really knocking on the door for 700. That is career catch 699. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Now Drake. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give them 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Sliding out of the pocket. That's caught. It's Thomas. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 17 more yards. They had 17 on the previous snap as well. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run it here. This is Mark Walton. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry there. It's 2nd and goal. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. They'll try and pound it in with Drake. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout called. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. They come out here in the eye. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. Such a long drive here. 3 points. That would be a disappointment, but I don't know if you can go for it here, can you?
Well, you know, the defense was really giving them a lot all the way downfield, and now they've stiffened. Forget that bend, don't break. Now they don't even want to let them get a yard, do they? So in this spot, you remember what the coaches told us before the ball game? Any drive that ends with a kick is going to be okay with us, whether it's a punt, a field goal, or an extra point. Take the field goal right here.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
A pretty good-looking run there on 1st down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Stop your whining. Check 26.
They run again with Hines, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. Off-play action. Drake. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4th.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
41.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Ebron caught left side. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. On 1st and 10, Watson going up top. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On the give, this is Drake. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down. Off of play action, it's Watson. Steps away. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. That'll put him close to 100 yards receiving. He's at 98, and he's got a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Watson now to throw. And he's got Fuller. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Houston. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. They'll run on first down. It's Drake. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another nice gain. 13 yards that time and another first down. From the gun, here's Watson. They'll roll him out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
That I'm struggling to understand a little bit. That close to the goal line, first down, run the football. If you want to throw it, throw some play action on second down.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Now Watson going to sneak it. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
After the run, Watson going to throw. That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins there to make the grab as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
Check, lucky.
They begin the drive with Hines. Oh, spinning away. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Back to throw. Drake. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. J.J. Watt able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Looking to throw. Drake looking deep here for Ebron. And that one almost intercepted. Call it a 50-50 ball. It falls incomplete, and now 3rd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Tight dog. Let's go.
On the delay, here's Hines. Lost 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. On 4th down. Drake looking for Campbell downfield. And this is going to be incomplete. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Keep it up. Alert.
Here's Watson. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll be a 2nd down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
On 2nd down, it's Drake, and they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Let's go.
And the Texans, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
26. Defense wins championships, baby.
On 1st down, it's Watson. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They come out here in the eye.
Check, 47. You better be afraid.
Here's Watson on the sneak. And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Second and goal at the 1-yard line.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Now it's Watson. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
And it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Here we go.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the number 1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the 1st down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it. Be aggressive because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Well, we'll see what his offense can do. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
It's a gain of 2 yards, and it's 3rd down.
The Colts on 3rd down. It's been a problem, just 1 for 7 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. From the gun, Drake. Throw left side complete. It's Hines. And eventually taken down, but how about that athletic spin move we saw? Gives him the 1st down yardage. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Watch tight end, watch tight end. Tight right, tight right. 4 down, 4 down.
On 1st and 10. Drake. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Watch a slant. Watch a slant.
To throw again. Drake. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held him to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
Throwing now, Watson. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
They come out here in the eye. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Back to throw. Watson to the goal line, but it's incomplete. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll try to run this one in, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to, because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings.
Exactly.
There.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head.
But that's
the virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week? And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Bernardrick McKinney, the linebacker, picks it. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Johnson was the intended receiver.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look.
The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win him the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big.